What's up, fuckers? Welcome back to another video. I'm gonna make this pretty short and sweet because I got to the gym. All right, so let's talk about what happened with McDonald's. As you guys probably saw, McDonald's hit 306, almost 304, or 307 today, which is Friday. Now, what's funny about that is today is September 27th. And that's actually when my contract is supposed to expire. What's even funnier about that is that my contract I sold one day early, and I could have made a whole lot of motherfucking much money, but I didn't. I sold early, and that's okay. It happens. We lost out on a lot of money, but that's fine. So let me walk you through it. And by the way, I've done this through another video. If you guys saw my other prediction, I'm not going to go over that, but basically McDonald's kept going up right after interest rates. That's when everything flipped. That's when everything went to the upside. That's when everything turned green. It just kept riding. I mean, it kept going up, and then you can just watch the days. It went up to like 300, boom, went around from 300 to 301, and then back to 298. And then on the hourly here, it's a little more clear on what happened on breakout day. You can see we actually had two breakout days. We had one here that was going sideways, boom, broke out. That's when it hit my strike price at 304. That's when I sold that day for like 110% on McDonald's. And then if I held again on that day, which by the way, that high back then or yesterday was all-time highs. So I didn't want to come in there and hold the contract, which by the way had 1 day left on expiration, which doesn't leave me a lot of room. Like the only way I could make more money is if it goes up. Did I know that McDonald's is going to go up? To be honest, I didn't think so. I think it was going to hit 304 and then liquidate and people would just sell. And as you can see, that's what's happening here at 306. They hit 306, which is even higher, and then they started selling, right? That's what's happening on the 1 hour. So that's what I thought was going to happen when it hit that all-time high yesterday. So I didn't want to hold my 1 day contract overnight just to get absolutely crushed. It'd be like you're at the very, very top of the hill. Like you've gone down, you've gone into the crevice, you've slipped, and now you're finally up. You're finally profitable. You're finally seeing a little bit of money. And then you wake up the next day and you're blown off the mountain and you're back to zero. That's what it feels like. So I sold early, I took profits early. I'm happy with that. That's that. Okay, now we know. And yeah, it went a little higher because it went sideways. You can see the little breakout. That's that. Okay, pretty easy. So McDonald's, yes, I was right on that. That's pretty good. You can see I even called it out. Well, I didn't call it out, but I did call it on my YouTube if you guys watched. I called out the calls. As you guys saw, contracts are up 450. This was yesterday. And then this morning at 11:33, I check. And to my surprise, the 300 contracts were up $678 from $166. Let me just like put this in perspective, okay? I'm a high school student. Let's say over the summer, I made over $166. I put in $166. $166. The outcome here, if I sold it at the perfect time, is $608 or $678 minus the cost of the contract. Guess how much money I would have made? $512 from just investing $512. Now, that's not really the price because that's the profit you make off of that. Realistically, you would have made minus 166. You would have made $346. That's not bad at all. I will take that. That's more than 100%. Okay, way more than 100%. So that's that. That's McDonald's. So let's move on, okay? Because now that McDonald's has happened, now that I predicted it, of course my ego is going to be super high. But what I want to focus on and why I want to highlight McDonald's and why it's performing is because SPY is also performing. As you see, SPY is hitting all-time highs almost every single day. So what does that mean for breakout opportunities? That means that breakouts are happening, breakouts are setting up, companies are going sideways or companies are going up. Why? Because the market's going up. If the market's doing good, the volume's coming in, people are buying, guess what? The companies that are following the S&P 500 or SPY are going to go up. People are going to buy them. It's pretty obvious. Okay, that's when you look for setups. That's what I've been doing. So SPY, obviously today wasn't the best day, but overall, the market overall in the week, if you just look at the week, 3 past week has been up. That's all I care about, right? So we're going to go over setting up, and this is also in the game. I'm invested into Coca-Cola. I'm not in a call option right now, but that's what I'm looking forward to do. Coca-Cola is a little kind of weird. This is kind of like a pretty risky play, very aggressive. This would be a very aggressive play, but Coca-Cola, I can kind of see this happening again here. You see like it went up, it went down, and then it just went sideways, and then it broke out for a few days, right? So that could be an option. Although Coca-Cola is not, it doesn't move very fast, and these kind of days won't happen very often. Will this move happen again? I don't know. But you see that it went up, and now it's setting up again. Now, this is actually taking a whole lot longer, but I like it more because it's actually hitting and riding the 20 EMA. The reason I like this more is because it took longer. It is a large cap, $300 billion on Coca-Cola. It's a large cap. On these breakout days, you see there was these thin days. That's what we want to see on Coca-Cola here. There's a lot of touches. The hourly looks more favorable, right? This is where I kind of took the setup and was like, okay, this looks good. There's a lot of touches here on this trend line. There was a lot of going sideways. As you can see today, it just spurted up to that trend line, like right there, and then just sold off. So there's a lot of opportunities here. If you look at the weekly's going sideways. This is even more a confirmation that this could blow up, right? Because on the week, if you see a weekly candle go up after a sideways move, that's just perfect. Now, what could happen? See on this breakout here, it didn't touch the EMA. It wasn't even close to the EMA when it broke out. Here I could actually see Coca-Cola hitting the EMA. I could see this happening. Could it break off before? Absolutely. Will it take some time? Yes, probably, because this is a very aggressive down move and it's very aggressive going sideways. So we'll see what happens. But if it breaks, I'm entering 73, if not 74 calls, to be honest, because this could go higher. So that's that. Now, this is going to be a very, very far reach. I want to talk about Carvana. Now, I don't know if my trading partner is watching this right now, but this is a call option or call stock I would go and trade. We're currently short on Carvana. We're currently shorting this in the game, like my simulated money. Me and partner short Carvana, but I actually think it might break out. The reason is, and this still needs to set up. This is why it's in the setting up channel. But you can see there's a very aggressive like bull flag. As you can see, it's very I want to say it's aggressive because it's very, very aggressive. We could probably refine it on the 1 hour, but it looks something like this, right? Really, really aggressive, like downtrend, and then really, really supportive uptrend like that, right? So very, very, very aggressive. Could this break out and go to 176? It's not all-time highs. It's not. Carvana is not performing at all. It's not trying to get to all-time highs. All it's trying to do is just get back to that high. And I do have a level here, key level for that weekly low or weekly high that's there. That's all it needs to reach, 190. So that's Carvana. NVIDIA, well, I don't know if I talked about this previously, but NVIDIA, I was going to take calls on this, as you saw, to 130 probably. It kind of set up a little bit here. Today was kind of rough. It didn't really do very good. I don't know why I have this. And then Apple, we have Apple, which is kind of like Coca-Cola if you kind of look at it. Just went kind of down. And then it's setting up. The hourly on Apple is a little prettier. I actually took a loss on Apple this morning because I wanted to, I entered this. So funny thing is, I'll talk about this real quick. I took like a $30 loss on Apple this morning because I saw these candles run up. I saw the hourly run up like this. I was like, okay, so it's breaking out today, which I did not expect. I did my research. There's a reason why Apple's going up. I'm not going to talk about it today because I got to go. But hourly candle was up 5 minutes. I was like, okay, perfect. I'll get in. Guess what the mistake was? Guess what I completely forgot to do? What you're supposed to do is wait for the first 5 minutes of the market to break those highs, and then you enter all of those highs. So what I was supposed to do is enter all of these highs if they're broken above. This high right here, this high, that 5-minute high made that. If it was a breakout, this candle would have to close above or trade above, okay, for me to enter. That's that. And my stop loss obviously would have been low day, which at the time, if it was here, that would have been low day here. Or this would have been, wait, no, this is the open, so low day here. 22799. No, isn't it 30? I think it's down here, no? So I would have been low day. So I got fucked because I entered on this candle, not that one. Got fucked, sold on this candle. I was like, this is not going good. And it didn't, as you saw. So that was a little mistake. The only mistake I did was not entering on the actual breakout candles. And that's literally it, boys. That's literally, I'm not going to make it more complicated. You guys saw the trade on McDonald's. You guys saw what happened. You guys know, like, what I've been talking about. I've literally been talking about this stock for almost 2 weeks now. You guys saw it happen, okay? I do want to remind you, if you are still watching this video, because this is a winner, it does not mean that my next trade will be a winner. It does not mean that I know the markets. I've had, I believe, enough experience to understand how these companies move. And I think I've had enough experience with real money now to step it up a little bit. I've lost a lot of money, I can tell you that, at least at my age, where I would need to make more money. And right now, trading is not doing that. Right now, basically all I'm doing is just making money to make back what I lost. Okay, so I'm not really profitable, if you will. I'm just trying to make money. But the fact that I'm making money to make back what I lost is something. It is something key, right? Because I could lose everything and give up, or I could lose and try to get back everything and lose even more. But if I'm losing and lost and then making that money back over and over and over, that's a win to me, right? So I got to go to the gym. I'll see you guys this weekend. Peace.